in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Cowboy ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Here's Pollard. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott now from the 50. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Jarwin.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Wentz now on 1st down. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. It's our time, guys.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Miles Sanders.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check 50, down the man inside, down the man.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Push him back. Push him back. Check, 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 check. Check. We were 40 cents. Check, check. Flag down. Flag down. Flag down.
Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 33-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the red zone now, Wentz. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The 2-yard line.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that junk college stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And taken right on. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Elliott. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing his Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So simple math here. The first half, they've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First throw now for the backup Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Bortles pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some, because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 82.
Now Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will swell the lead to 16. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Run for Pollard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the 19-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott wide open. Amari Cooper. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down,
a tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with Pollard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
14.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Grade 15. Grade 15.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
56. Mike, 56.
On play action, Wentz. He'll fire deep for Rager. That's caught at the 25.
You know they pay me extra.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like it? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Prescott on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
10-yard loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Eagles 44.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here I come.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To the air again, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. We're going to 52. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So first and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Play. Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Second and 10.
Watch the pass. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Another run here with Sanders. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. They'll go again with Sanders. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on second and 3. Prescott under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
52. Check pass. Check pass. Out. 47.
On first and 10, Prescott. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 28 yards on that one. And that'll make it second and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check three, check three. Check, 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 check. Watch twist, watch twist. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,